Welcome back to Factorio, the Hyperbase. I've just finished Lab Research 4, so let us find something else worthy of our time. Maybe we'll quickly smash through the mining productivity. I'm going to also add in a little bit of extra capability in our research. And I thought I might also enable, let's change these machines first of all. But yeah, we should enable our red belt production. I should probably change all of those to fast inserters as well. Let's just open this up and get rid of those. But yes, we want the ability to build red belt. So let's just see, what do we need? We need normal belt, and we need a lot of gear wheels. Actually, it's not too terrible. While we're here, let's just sort this out. Oops. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you need to go that way, dude. And power. And let's restrict that a bit, at least. Oh, that must have been an iron chest. That's alright. Good enough for now. I think those also need some gear wheels. They do. You can be restricted to 2 maybe. And of course this one, which needs quite a lot of circuits, it would seem, but that's okay, we don't mind that. And more gear wheels, of course. These things are nothing if not hungry for gear wheels. Let's do that, get a little bit of action happening. Okay, so while we're here, we'll grab a little bit of this normal belt. We may not need all of that. Do I have enough inserters? I think so. So let's head on over to science, and it looks like we're actually hitting this quite hard now. So all of these being kept active, they should be. It looks like the belts are completely full. That one's running, 153, that one's not running, because I have not put red inserters on these bits. That's very remiss, but quickly remedied. Power. There we go, that should help. Should basically double our production now. Yes, they all look like they're doing something. And let's get rid of some of these rocks. I'm just going to extend this down to... Oh, I can't insert stone. Well, you'll be able to insert stone soon enough. So that will take us up to about 40 labs. Should really start crunching this science. 60-second research. We're doing 2 science a second, so we ought to be able to support all of these labs, even with sped up labs. What in fact is the speed is 140% at the moment. we find some of the labs aren't operating, we'll know there's an issue, but I think it should be okay. Let me have a sip of my coffee. So what's next? Well, next we need to expand the sciences we are doing. Let's have a look at our stats. Pretty pretty low after what we have been used to. We're supposedly doing two science of each type a minute, which would be 120, but it doesn't look like it at the moment, does it? It probably hasn't had to be until very recently. These are not the most ideal machines because they actually take it back down to 1 science a minute, so let's step up our game here a little bit by... oh, electricity is finally struggling. That's not a surprise. Let's upgrade electricity then. We'll finish off upgrading the science and then we'll pop up to electricity. Factorio is dictating to us what we can build today, it would seem. I need to get rid of that stone. There we go, just put it in there. For now, also this wood needs to be gotten rid of. Let's finish upgrading science, then we'll head up to the power. That actually looks like it's starting to get a little bit bad. And we could do with some lights around here as well. I'm sure I've got lights somewhere. I'll spread more around as we go, but that will do for now. Power, we have underground, we can make more water, we have pipe, we have 15 boilers but only 4 steam engines. I suggest we sort that out. These are steam engines. We basically need 20. 20? No, we need 40. Which means we're not going to have enough space. Boilers, we need 20, so let's find the boilers. 50. Oops, that's not quite what I had in mind. There we go. 20 boilers, and I'd like 40 of the steam engines. Mining productivity done. Let's do the next level. It's not going to take very long at this rate, even with a slight power crisis. Slight, it's actually kind of bad, but never mind. Vehicles. Where are our vehicles? Up there. Right, let's run up there, grab our vehicle. I should probably look to make a path all the way along the back here. They're not just dividers, they also can be used for you know, helping move up this way. There it is. Right, straight up to our power generation, and we'll double up the power and see how that goes. Wow, this is starting to get hit quite significantly. So, part of the reason that we have a power crisis is power is... oh, that's obviously because, yeah, because we have a power crisis is the reason. So that's going to affect everything pretty quickly. We're going to need to bring coal in here fairly soon. but not having sufficient power does not help the situation. You need to move, my friend, to there, say, and you can go there. Now I want to move this line. Like so, and I want my bots to help me, because that's what they're there for, instead of just hindering me, which is what they try and think that's what they're there for. It's clearly not. I don't need wood anymore, I don't think, so let's throw that lot away. And we need another boiler. Basically facing this way with water, ideally looking in directly, but we can go there. This is going to have to move again because I wasn't thinking when I put it there. And water can go not like that, but like that. We need boilers coming out of here. And we need some more of, where are they there? 5, 10, 15, 20. That will get rid of some of this iron. Carry the power through. Do I have? I do have a boiler blueprint. Alright, but I think we want to get rid of that. A little bit easier than placing it ourselves. And we don't need you. How is power doing now? It is totally dead, so that's not good at all. Okay, so we need to get coal over here, clearly. Coal train is not there, the coal train is here. It has 3,700 coal on it. That would be pretty useful about now. Where do I want to make this coal train? Because I can potentially lengthen this still further. I believe you can actually put 3 of these feeding a 50% longer distance. I got rail on me? I do. Okay, where's my car? Car's down here. If we make this at least head over a little bit further, this rail that's up here, what we can do is something like this. Just get up there. Do you not have... Oh, it's because there is no power. Now we just need to get this a little bit closer to where we need it. I need the nukes of my other base, really, don't I? Never mind. I guess we're going to have to resort to some chopping. Remember, this is low forest density. Can't imagine why anyone would want to play with any more than this. Maybe I need to go for a very low forest density, because there still seems to be too many forests. Why am I chopping? I've got bots. Slow bots, but they are bots nonetheless. I want to take these two right here. That's probably why I'm chopping, because they aren't any good at following simple instructions. Well, it's just as well I've got somewhere to put all of these trees, then, isn't it, bots? What have we got now? 30 megawatts. I was always intending to bring some coal over here anyway, so I guess the bots are just this little crisis will just speed us on that path. How is this going? It probably doesn't have nearly the horsepower to give us the amount of coal we need to feed this now. Maybe. Get those going as well. We almost have met demand. Temporarily. So what I really want to do is create a bit of a coal station here, because that little coal patch was always not going to survive too long. 156k, it's dropping fairly quickly. The iron patch here is dropping fairly quickly. Copper is okay, but not really able to support all of our stacks. So my actual intention was to come out to the copper and start a copper train coming in to feed these two. But it looks like we will be dealing with all of this wood first. Getting a coal train in and sorting out power. Wow, they've burnt through all those 100 whatever. So yeah, power's dropping again. Back to 45. We definitely need this extra stack. Possibly even another one, so yeah, we'll get this coal train. It's the new priority for the episode. do I have an unload? That kind of is an unload, but that's a load. Well, I suppose I can make this into what we need. I just plant it down, and when I can see what I'm doing, I can get rid of the bit that we don't really need, which is that and that stuff. I don't need that. Whoops. Don't need that. And of course they get rid of both, not just the one that I wanted them to, but that's alright. There we go. We're good now. This probably only needs, or at least for now, only needs the bottom unloading, and I'm going to cut it down to 4. I do need to go around all of these outposts. I have started building the stack inserters. If we just pop down to here, I engaged the stack inserters. We haven't done any though yet. Why not? Products finished 0. Not sure about that. This can be... what have we got in terms of coal load, coal plastic? This can be coal base. Let's do that again. Coal base unload. And for now, I'm just going to grab this train here that had 3.7, still has 3.7, and I'm going to tell you to go to coal base unload until inventory empty. You may not keep that command, but for now I want you to have that. How are we going? Almost out of power again, is it? Yeah. We'll probably need another train, really, to sort this out. Maybe I should even be bringing solid fuel in, but perhaps not either. Oh, you need power too, don't you? Which of course you don't have, so let's not... Oh. Alright. Let's do this then. Do now. Go back to coal load, thanks. This should buy us a little bit of time at least. Where is it? 4 there, great. Yeah, I thought I hadn't put those in. Oh, let's just do it manually then. There we go. How is power now? Power is satisfied temporarily. Mining productivity 5 finished. I guess I could hold off turning science on until this has filled up. No, that's just silly. More science. What's that doing to demand? It seems fine at the moment. I guess I would like to get rid of the remainder of my coal. And reclaim the other things that we were using. Get the coal train to not come here anymore, but set up a separate coal train. So you don't need that stop anymore. We are going to need to power this. That should do it for now. Now I want to sort out what's going on with my stack inserters. And perhaps bring some coal here. Let's just get rid of these bits that aren't useful. We have a couple of little bits here that should be mopped up. And that bit up there probably needs to get sorted as well. Okay, where's my car? Car is way over there. It's almost closer to just run than it is to get the car. Does look like a fairly healthy supply of power, at least for now. Mining productivity 6 happening. Let's have a look at those prod numbers now. We are definitely higher. What have we got over a minute? We're basically doing 80, 90, we're consuming 90 science a minute. That's 60-second science. We've got 40 labs. Shouldn't that be 40 science? Oh, we've got the speed up though, of course, as well. Not exactly sure how that maths works, but I won't worry about it for the moment. This does look like it's a little bit looks like it's coping just, but not for very much longer probably. And it looks like we don't really have enough supplying our smelting. So yes, we absolutely need more. We absolutely need more coal in the space for sure. Yeah, you can see it there, sort of struggling a little bit. And why are you guys? You have no. Well, there aren't very many anyway. What do you need? You need those. I actually don't want to build any of those at the moment. I just want these to build. Alright, let's get that coal train sorted. We need some more locomotives and wagons. Basically, there. I don't. Silly thing. Four. Got there in the end. I don't actually need more signals, I just need to put another wagon on the track. Let's get another mining productivity. That's probably the most useful thing we can do right at the moment. Might just... why are you flashing? Because I can't put one into that segment, is that right? Probably. No, that's what we were missing. Okay, that's fine. Alright. You might have to operate on wood because I got rid of all the rest of my coal. You are going to go to coal 1 load until inventory full, and then coal base unload until inventory empty. Off you go. Now, let's have a look at how those stack inserters are going. Hopefully we have a few. 45, that's a good start. Do with some more lights in here. Oh, I've already got a light there. There we go, something like that, just to help out a little bit. Now, let's sort out that coal stop up above. Is that enough belt? Quite possibly not. I'll just use yellow belt for it though, I think. Let's try that. I really should shut down the belt production that I've got at the top of the factory. That's probably not particularly needed anymore. Won't tell me how much coal I've got on board, never mind. Yes, already the coal is starting to show wear. Now what I want to do is replace all of these with stack inserters, the unload function, so that the train can move on as quickly as possible. Do I do a full maybe I'll do a balancer and then reduce it down to a couple of lanes, which should be fine for our purposes here. No point supporting junk being around. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in along here basically. Hopefully before we actually run out. Whoops. What I think I will do is I want to... Well, I was going to completely replace this line, but I would like to actually burn out the local supply. Where's your train? Your train is filling up from the looks of things. I need another... I need a radar up here as well. I need to build radars actually in my Make Everything factory. It can't be a Make Everything factory if it's not building radars now, can it? You're in the way. So what we're going to do first of all is we will have a splitter here. It will do a priority. That's not the priority that I want. We'll do a write priority so that we always feed here in priority to anywhere else. We will then do a input priority from the left, so we always use up this one first. And so that's actually confusing this at the moment. I probably want to go straight over here actually. Just want to check something. Let's just come down here. And the same sort of thing here actually. We want to have an input priority. What input priority? Left, right. No, left. Left is correct. We want this one to be the priority. So this shouldn't back up, it should come out as quickly as possible. This one should get stuck. Yeah, you can see this is still just flowing through as fast as it needs to. But now we have a solid compressed line of it. And likewise coming up here. So power should be pretty satisfied at this point. It would appear to be so. Now what I'd like to do is, first of all, let's run up here. Let's make a few more of these radars, find the points that are not particularly well covered, which includes up here. If those gear wheels ever finish, we'll put a radar here. I guess we can jump on our car. The coal mine needs some attention, so let's run over there. Drive fairly slowly over there. Ooh. Guess we can go round. Hopefully that bot manages to catch up. Yeah. I guess how long the car took to get here just shows you just how far away some of these things are. They really are quite distant. So what I want to do, is change these ones to stack inserters so that the trains get loaded that much faster and they can spend less time sitting there. Used up all my boxes, that thing. I would actually prefer if it didn't do that, so we'll get rid of those. And the other thing, of course, is let's put not some red circuits down, but a radar down, so that we can have a look at that mine. Is there other dark patches here, I suppose? How's plastic going over there? It's not actually going at all. What's the problem? That's empty. That's full. Oh, that was rather dumb. Okay, so we need to hook up the light oil then. I guess we'll just have to drive over to that as well and sort that one out. looks like the base will be the primary recipient of all of that coal. This just seems so slow. I suppose it doesn't help that it's driving on coal. I could make a point of making some solid fuel, but we don't seem to have extra over the plastic that I wanted, so maybe that's why we're not. Alright, so you here need to plug into the light like so. That should be enough to have fired up all of these guys. It has been, so we should have plastic flowing again, and we are. Look at that. For some reasons the very ends seem to be most affected, or most effective. There's a bit of a backwash into these tanks from the looks of things. Alright, well at least that's sorted. I think we may well have run out of time. We haven't done what I wanted to do, of course, but we have done some important things. We have sorted out the power. Seems to be fine for now. We have backed up our supply of coal, and we have what else have we done? We've got our smart inserters, our stack inserters operational. I think I would like to get them over at the iron as well. We doubled up science to 40 times whatever our bonus is, 40 per second. No, 40 labs is what I'm trying to say. We've got 40 labs now, which is fairly good. We'll probably boost that up even a bit more in this database. And I guess you don't really need to see me. Well, I can't be too far away from it even in this lengthy drive. There we go. Of course these patches are so huge that it'll probably take me half an hour to drive through it. But maybe while I'm here, I seem to have a few miners. I can actually set up the other side, because I would like iron trains to basically arrive and leave full from here basically ASAP. So yeah, they're fairly whoa, I ran out. I don't need 4, I need 3. Good way to get rid of some of this iron. And some of the other things that I've picked up. There we go. That one's almost ready to head back. But that will have to do us today, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.